Then martyr means we know pretty well. What is martyr, Rajshekhar? You? Have you anyone heard about martyr? It's very simple. Martyr is a person who sacrifices his life for some cause, for the sake of motherland or for freedom struggle or some independence. When you take Indian independence struggle, so many martyrs are there. They sacrifice their life for the sake of motherland. Again, these freedom fighters, they are two types. What are the two? One is moderates, and second is extremists. Moderates means who doesn't involve violence, and extremists are who involve violence in the freedom struggle. Anyway, whether they are moderates or extremists, they sacrifice their life for some cause. That cause is they wanted to bring independence to their motherland. They wanted to free their nation. Okay? So that is what a martyr. Tell me one example. The legend of Bhagat Singh. Bhagat Singh, he was given death penalty in the very, very early age only. When he was 22 years old, okay, the British government imposed death penalty on him. What is the reason? Because he was fighting against the British forces. He and some of his friends, they exploded a bomb in the National Assembly. At the time, while India was under the rule of British government, there was no parliament, National Assembly. Okay, in that National Assembly, Bhagat Singh and some of his friends, they exploded some bomb. Okay, so because of that, British government imprisoned him, and he was given death punishment, death penalty. So some of his friends approached him, and they requested. What was the request? See, why don't you appeal in the court so that they will transform your death punishment into lifetime imprisonment. Anyway, you will not lose your life. So when you are alive, our freedom struggle, something good happens to our freedom struggle. But Bhagat Singh, what he said is, he simply said, no, I will not appeal in any court, because I believe that if I don't appeal only, if they execute me, execute means if they hang me, then something more, okay, good happens to freedom struggle. Because when he is hanged, what happens? People, they will become angry and outrageous, and the freedom struggle becomes intensified. So in that manner, my sacrifice will, okay, make the freedom struggle intensify. That's why he voluntarily sacrificed his life. Okay, he was hanged at the very early age. While he was 22 years, he was hanged. So this is what sacrificing the life for some cause. He sacrificed for what cause? For freedom. That's why he is called martyr. Martyr is a person who sacrifices his life for some cause. And smuggler is entirely opposite. You might have known. Someone who imports that any goods or material illegally into the country from foreign countries, okay, is called a smuggler. Without paying tax, if someone imports any goods or any material into the country from other countries, he is called smuggler. Okay, And such kind of one more substitute is pilferage, means just stealing something in small quantity, okay, secretly. It is called pilferage. See, a person who starts like a pickpocketer in his life, stealing some small items, afterwards he will become a big criminal in his life. So that starts from his thinking process. If a person wants to steal one small object, at least hundreds of thousands of times that thought might enter in his mind. So one has to control any bad habit in the thinking process level only. Observe your thoughts. After a few days, they will convert into actions. If a person gets hundreds of times the same thought to steal some object, at least one time he will steal. So he dared to steal any object one time because hundreds of thousands of times that thought entered his mind. If he had stopped that thoughts in the thinking process level only, he would not have stolen that object. That's why keep observing your thoughts, what kind of thoughts you are getting. Okay? After a few days, they will get converted into actions. And keep observing your actions. They will become, after a few days, habits. Okay? And keep on observing your habitual actions. After a few days, they will become your character. Your habitual actions only, they will fix as your character. And it is your character which will determine your destiny. That is why Swami Vivekananda said one wonderful quotation. What is that? You are the creator of your destiny. Destiny means your fate, your future, your luck. There is a wonderful quotation also in Sanskrit. What is that? Yad bhavam tad bhavati. It means a person 24 hours, whatever he is thinking, similarly he is going to become like that. Okay, if you want to become a pilot, you will become a pilot of the aeroplane. If you want to become an auto driver, definitely you will remain as the auto driver only. Okay? If you want to become a business tycoon, a business magnate, definitely you are going to become a multi-millionaire. Only thing is you need to allow that thoughts into your mind. This is called conceive. Okay? 3 steps I told you. What are the 3? In 3 steps you can achieve any greater task. Okay? The 3 steps are, one is conceive, second is believe, third is achieve. Conceive means allow the thoughts into your mind. First, positive thoughts. Whatever the dream that you are going to realize. Okay? If you want to make your dreams come true, first the dream, whatever the thought you are thinking, allow hundreds of times into your mind. After certain time, these thoughts, they will form as a strong belief. And after certain time, that belief gets converted into achievement. You will achieve without your knowledge. So whatever the human mind that conceives any thought or a great idea or dream, it definitely believes and automatically achieves. Okay? Very, very simple 3 steps. You need not do anything. Okay? The dream, suppose you have some dream company, you start allowing that thought into your mind. I want to get a wonderful job with a very good designation in that company. Okay? So not only allow the thought into your minds. You always announce the dream to your friends, your colleagues, your relations. Okay? Then what happens? After few days, because of your announcing your dream, it will get reinforced in your subconscious mind. Okay? There forms a strong belief in your subconscious mind, and without your knowledge, within no time, you will achieve that whatever the dream job that you wanted. Okay? So conceive, believe, and achieve. Next, versatile. Versatile means a person who has many talents. If you take the heroes or films, okay, hero or protagonist we say, that movie hero we say no general term, but the formal word for that hero is protagonist. If you take Kamal Haasan, have you ever seen the movies of Kamal Haasan? Generally, when compared to other commercial heroes, when Kamal Haasan movie is released, you will find very few audience outside the movie theater. But when you see many commercial movies like heroes like Rajinikanth, South Indian superstar, okay, so people will be quarreling outside for tickets. But when compared to Rajinikanth or some other, okay, commercial heroes, Kamal Haasan is a versatile actor, we can say. Versatile means he has got many talents. His dialogue delivery and his, okay, whatever the dancing, he knows classical dance also. Okay, that acting, any acting, whether it is tragedy or comedy, whatever it may be, he has got many talents. At the time we describe that person, he is a versatile actor. Versatile means a person who has got many talents. Anyway, you know, linguist means a person who knows many languages. And what is the difference between linguist and polyglot? Polyglot is who speaks many languages, and linguist is a person who knows many languages. Next, intellectual. Intellectual means a person who has got very good understanding ability and reasoning, who thinks logically, who has got profound knowledge, who has got analytical power, is called intellectual. You can say our former President Abdul Kalam is an intellectual. So he reached that pinnacle of success from very ordinary position to, okay, the highest position, being the President of India, because he was very intellectual personality. He was born in a very remote village. Do you know where he was born? He was born in a village where it is just like an island. Island means a place which is surrounded by every side water. Okay? So he was born in a small village called Rameshwaram in South India. If you go to near the Tamil Nadu, so you need to cross the sea waters to reach his village. Rameshwaram is a small island. Okay? It is no way connected to this modern world in those days. So he was born in that remote village, but even then, despite many hardships, despite many difficulties, he achieved that status of being the President of independent India, because he was an intellectual. Okay? Next, when compared to the belief in God, people, there are two types. Theist means a person who believes in the existence of God. Okay, is called a theist. And a person who doesn't believe in the existence of God is called a theist. But if you keep aside theist and atheist, whether someone believes God or not, Swami Vivekananda, what he said is, a person who doesn't believe in God is called atheist. But I say, a person who doesn't have self-confidence on himself is called a real atheist. Okay? First, have confidence in yourself. In every human being, in every personality, God exists. Okay? First, believe in you. You are the creator of your destiny. He said that the whole world, the entire history, if you take, all the history was made by few people who has got self-confidence on them. Okay? The entire history is made up of a few people and they are full of complete self-confidence. So if you have self-confidence, you can create history. Okay? Next, coming to the thinking pattern, people, they are two types, optimist and pessimist. You might be knowing, a person who looks at the positive side of life is called a optimist, and a person who always looks at the negative side of life is called a pessimist. Okay? So being optimistic is very, very important. Avoid all these negative thoughts. If you want to get rid of something from your life, you first get rid of this laziness and also this negative thoughts. Okay? If you give a solution to that pessimist, he will give you a problem. Whereas optimist, if you give him a problem, he will show you one solution. It means in the problems also he will see solution. Who? Optimist. Whereas pessimist, he will always see 100 problems in one solution. One day, one positive man met one negative personality. Positive man asked him, see, I have some work with you. I want to meet you on Sunday. This negative man said, no, don't meet me on Sunday. I am expecting some headache on Sunday. It means everything he is thinking negatively. Can you expect a headache before 2-3 days? It means everything that is negative is there in his mind. Okay? Be always optimistic. Next, epitaph means the inscription which is inscribed on any tombstone after the dead body is buried. Okay, some famous personalities, their dead body is buried inside and they build some tombstone. On tombstone, if something is inscribed, okay, that is called epitaph. Epitaph means the inscription on the tombstone after the dead body is buried. Next, incredible means something which is not believable. If you can't believe something, then it is incredible. Okay? Incredible facts, incredible sightseeings. See, Taj Mahal is one of the 7 wonders of the world. So, because why they are given in that list, why they entered in that list? Because we can't believe that they are existing physically. Okay? They look like as if we are in the fantasy, fiction. They are very, very fantastic monuments that we can't believe that those monuments existence. That's why incredible means which cannot be believable. One cannot believe such thing, that is called incredible.